Everyone, it's Yolanda here. I wanted to share with you this project I was working on. If you follow me on Facebook, you would have seen it there. And just a few other things that I'm working on, and give you a little tip on something that I found, and answer a couple questions. Just to let you know really quick, I am 3/4 of the way through the comments on my video from a week ago, from my vlog saying I'm back, doing videos, and I am will be working my way through all of your comments. So I just want to let you all know that I appreciate you so much, and thank you for watching and commenting. Okay, so I am doing the documented life. If you follow me on Facebook, you saw I posted this book. I had also talked about it when I was making the tabs, the month tabs. You can see them here. It's a little hard for me to, the position of the tripod, it's a little hard for me to show everything to you this way, so I have to kind of turn it to the side. So on the weekend, I shared that I started making these tabs. The Documented Life is a group on Facebook. There's also a blog, I believe. And what it is a Moleskine journal that is a journal planner. And it's really neat because when you open it up, to the left, there is, the way I've seen it, is a calendar. And I think it's like maybe a few days at a time, if I'm not mistaken. And then to the right of that is a spot for writing. And then the way the Documented Life works is you add in a page so that you can do art journaling. So it's really nice because you get the combination of the three all in one. So I didn't find one online yet, and I haven't gone to, apparently you can get them at Barnes & Noble. But there isn't one super close to me, so I haven't gone looking for one yet. And I was anxious to get started on the project, so I just used a composition book, and so it looks like from the side. I'm gonna flip through and show you a few of the pages. But when I was going to do the cover, I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, and then Monica here on YouTube, she is BC Doula. She shared a junk journal that she made, and she did the sheet art on the cover, and I loved it. And she's taken the class. I am almost through with the class, the first one. There's Sheart and then Sheart 2, and this was my very first Sheart girl. It's a Christy Tomlinson class, and it's basically a lot of collage, texture, a lot of stuff that she does on the covers, and then adding the girls. So yeah, I really liked how Monica made hers, and I thought, since I hadn't known exactly what I was going to do on the cover of this, I thought, that's perfect. So I created all my tabs. I shared them in the video from the weekend, I think I said. And Linda Lopatka had asked, were the tabs a punch? And yes, it is this punch, Linda. It's a McGill punch. The tab measures, when it's folded, 2 1/4 by 3/4, and I'm pretty sure you can still get it. I've seen it. Try not to get the glare and get the camera. I've seen it a couple times. I've seen it at Michael's, but I'm sure you can still get it. It is called a file tab 3-inch punch. I guess 3-inch meaning the size. I'm not sure, but anyways, it's a file tab punch. So I just took scraps of patterned paper and I cut them out. I stamped the month, distressed them, outlined them with a pit pin, and then covered them with a laminate sheet and then put them in. So the cover is done, and I've coated it with the Liquitex. This is my favorite gel medium to use. I coated the whole cover, seals it, makes it really nice. The back isn't done yet. This was the original color that I had started with when I painted it. I covered it with sewing pattern paper, and then let that dry, and then I did a yellow Claudine Helmuth paint, but it looks a little too mustardy for me, so on the front I went over and colored it with a Kaisercraft acrylic paint. It's a sea mist. It was called Sea Mist. I love their paints. They're like creamy and real buttery, creamy, just wonderful. I really love their paints. And then I did all this other stuff. I just used a I used a polka dot stencil. I used these four gripper pads. It's shelf liner. I use that. I had this left over from another project, and I actually had it. My husband was cleaning out one of the cabinets in the garage, and I said, hey, I forgot about those. So I just cut off a little piece, and I put the paint on here, and I use it to stamp like that. I did some rub-ons. This is a stencil. It's a clock. The flower, the little pink flower, it's this flower stamp that I got from Michael's in the $1.50 bins. This is my absolute all-time favorite flower stamp that I use quite a bit when I'm doing something like this. When I've done, I mean, if you've seen some of my other videos or you've seen on Facebook some of the pictures of the journals that I've done, I use, this is the main flower that I use. And then I did my Sheart girl. So, okay, I'm not going to flip through the whole entire thing because it's just repetitive of what, like, once I show you the first few pages, that's what the rest is filled with. So, put your tab, I hope you can see it. Put your tab, that might be better. Put your tab at the beginning, and then you use washi tape to add a little page. Now, I don't know if they call these flip-ins or flip-outs, so this flips out and it flips in, so I'm not sure, but you just add, like, this is watercolor paper. I added time cards. Some I didn't add anything. I added colored cardstock, more watercolor paper, cardstock, tags, and I would pretty much do every page, but then every few pages that I did in a row, I would leave a couple blank. Trying to find something different. So it's basically cardstock, colored cardstock, watercolor paper, and then the occasional tag. Oh, this is a large index tab. And I want you to see my, oh, there's an index card. I want you to see I did a print and cut. I did my very first print and cut on the silhouette. Absolutely love it. I got a new printer because mine was old. And this is a library card. And then there's some ledger paper. And then this is my second print and cut. So you just go throughout the whole thing, adding that in. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it because I'm behind on the documented life. They're going to be starting week 11, and they give you a challenge, so you do the challenge, and I'm not sure. I mean, I like the whole concept of the documented life, but I'm behind, and I don't have the exact format that they're using, which I know you don't need the exact format, but I haven't quite figured out exactly how I'm going to break down, because there's about 8 pages per month in this book, since there's 100 pages in this composition book. So I don't know, but I found this great idea on a blog, and I might do that, where you do, let me go to the, I don't want to be able to read my first page of journaling, where you would do a 2-page spread, and I would paint and color, and then do squares for the month, like since it says April, and then just do little punched out squares and tape them all, or adhere them all down, and then mark, write the numbers in of the month. So I might do that. I'm not sure yet, but anyhow, I did start my journaling, and I'm not positive what I'm going to do in the 2 months that I've missed. So, but I love the front. I just need to finish the inside. Oh, actually, the inside, I kind of like it just like that. I might add a pocket and put some type of tag or something, but I kind of like it just like this. So anyhow, that's that, and shared with you the punch. And then I want to share with you real quick, and move out of the way. Where is it? Oh, okay. So the other day I was watching a video on YouTube about Sharon's Gardens, the 3-dimensional flower dies, and they're really pretty. Oh my gosh, some of the projects that the girl was making were really nice, but she was showing tools that, the pack of tools, and I had actually seen them at Hobby Lobby a couple days before, and they were with the, next to the dies. Well, the toolkit is like $30, and even though you can use a 40% off coupon, to me it was a little pricey. It's a few styluses, something to do the leaves and like the veining and such. And when I was watching the video, I was like totally in love with the flowers until she said that basically you had to have the tools in order to make the flowers come out the way they were intended to, which the second you tell me that you have to have something in order to do something, I don't want it anymore, because I feel like you don't have to. That discourages people that maybe don't want to spend the $30 or don't have the $30. You're basically saying you can only make this if you have this, and yeah, that's not the case. So this is what I use. This is like 20 plus years old, and I paid $5.50 for it. It came with this stylus, and back in the day when there was a lot of rubber stamp stores around, the one I used to go to that was local to me had this sheet. It's called Paper Toll 3-Dimensional Art Shaping Pad, and it's by Gemmy Art. Or I'm sure it's not pronounced Gemmy because it has a, what do you call those, Maddie? Those little things over the letters to show like the Spanish, like the marks. Oh, no. Okay, well, you can see it right there. G-E-M-E Art Inc. And they're in Vancouver, Washington. Anyhow, yeah, it's just for shaping flowers. So it's a pad. It's a little foam pad, and it came with this. And that's what I always use. You know, you put your cards, your paper here, and then you rub it around, and it shapes it. And that's what I always use. Or I'd put them in the middle of my, like in my palm, and I would do this. Okay, so that's what I use. And anyhow, when I was watching the flowers, the Susan Garden dies, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. But Silhouette has cuts. I know Cricut has like the cartridges. There's a few cartridges with the 3D flowers. So I was cleaning out. Shoot, I have some little pieces of a die cut I'm going to show you in a second, and I'm losing the pieces over here. Darn it. My phone all over them too. Shoot. Sorry, I just got distracted because I saw that I was losing these little tiny pieces from some cutouts. Anyhow, I was cleaning out a cupboard that had cake decorating stuff, figuring out what I needed and what I could get rid of because I'm purging, and I found this flower fondant kit that I've had forever, and look at, lo and behold, if it is not the same like those tools, if not exactly the same, pretty darn close. I know these are the styluses with the real big ball. It has one other tool, but I left it upstairs because it was, what was it? But I basically didn't really need it because this is for the leaves. These are for the flowers. You can do the veins with this. And it's a Wilton kit at Michael's that you can get probably for about 10, 12 bucks, and then you use a coupon and you save way more, and look what you get. It's the exact same thing. And they also sell this fondant shaping foam pad, and there you go. Look at that. So I was so excited when I found it because I was like, oh goodness, I can use that. So I'm going to use that. So yeah, Michael's, check it out. Fondant, what are they called? Well, I don't have the box anymore, but it's like a fondant flower kit or something, but you'll recognize them just from that color. So anyhow, now I bought Silhouette Cuts 3D flowers from Jamie. Oh goodness, I forget her name. But if you just go on the Silhouette, if you have the Cameo, just check it out. You'll see there's a ton of 3D flowers on there. And before I run out of time, I'm probably going to have to come back and do another video. But I want to share with you, I am in a group over on Facebook called Artful Male Groupies. No, Great Art, Male Art Groupies. Artful, oh heck, I forget the name exactly. But I did my very first swap, and it was had to be a dress. And I got mine in the mail today. I was so excited. Thank you, Lisa. I don't think she has a YouTube channel, but she did it on, I believe it's watercolor paper, and I absolutely love it. There's so much texture and pretty flowers, and I love it. It's so nice, and it says, take time to dream. This is going to go in my journal, and she sent it, I'm just covering up my address, but she sent it in this pretty handmade decorative envelope, and she sent me some of this like little mini punchinella. Isn't that cool? And I love how she wrapped it. It's just super, super pretty. So I have to get mine in the mail, and I will definitely share it before I pop it in the mail. Okay. So I will come back with the rest of what I have to share because I'm running out of time. Thanks for watching. Bye.